Let's have it right. Up the Chelsea, up the Minerals FC. Big up to everyone live and locked in tonight on this, monumental evening. Let's have it right. First and foremost, guys, I want you all to smash the piece that like button, and don't smash it because you want a Birkin bag. Smash it because you want the true damn minerals, bruv. All right? And we got the subscribe button, so make sure you hit that because we are very close to the 10K on the Minerals FC, so make sure we get to that as close as that tonight as well. And we've got a notification bell, ding dongs over all that jazz, so make you know when we go live on the Minerals FC. And we've got the Minerals FC Ultras membership, which is pinned at the top of the live chat and down below in the description. So big up to everyone. Salute to all the Minerals FC Ultras in the chat. Land the damn minerals. Keep landing it. Get in the chat. Respect to everyone that's been waiting, patiently waiting 50 Cent. Let's have it right. And as always, guys, you know what I'm saying? We got Eunice Talks Minerals. We got Man Knows Minerals as well. And we got the links to their channels in their ats in the title, Clown Lake Out. Let's have it right. We land it for what it is Clown Lake Out. Yeah? Blue Co 22, Mid Co out. And we want all of them to sort it out. Well, we said Clown Lake Out or sort it out. Well, you ain't sorting it out. So it's time you get out. All right. So big up to everyone. Big up to Eunice. Big up to Gunny. Welcome on the Minerals FC. And let's land the damn minerals and say it for what it is. Whoever wants to land it first, introduce yourselves, guys. We know Eunice, obviously. Gunny, you haven't been on here for a very long time. So respect to you for coming on. What we say, guys?
It's been a minute, and it feels great to be back on this channel, man. Honestly, I've said on many other streams, I've said on Spaces, Johnny, you were the first person that called this. You smelt it early. Do you know what I mean? So based on that, big up yourself. And obviously the Minerals Army in the chat. You guys know I'm in there as well. I'm listening to the shows, taking in the message. I'm trying my best as well to spread the message out as well, even to others that are not necessarily agreeing. I'm still trying to push the message forward. But big up every single one of you. Obviously, my guy Eunice. Once again, Johnny, big up yourself, man. Great to be back on.
Respect, bruv. Respect to you, my geezer. Eunice, what we saying, my geezer?
Yeah, man. Good to be back on. And yeah, it's I've been looking forward to this one because the fact that you're on here now, Goonie, this is going to be a really good conversation. Me and Johnny have had a couple of really nice ones, and now, yeah, you on this is going to be tasty. So, and look, it's getting serious, proper serious. We're seeing what's going on in Strasbourg. That's one. It's a shame because I've been trying to find and see if there's a way to be able to talk with someone on that end. No luck yet. Waiting. So when a response comes through and we get something going, then we'll definitely address it on here. That's for sure. Yeah. To try and get their perspective, because I think it's important to get their perspective and to see what's going on their end, because they're suffering more than us. When you think about the state of the club, we're heading in the same direction, but it's going to be an interesting conversation. So shout out to everyone in the chat, and yeah, let's get on.
Respect to the Ultra Boys 90 who have been aware of what's happening at their football club. Now, it's no disrespect to them. Chelsea's the bigger club, but we all have to respect, and like these clown owners have to understand and respect, is the supporters who are the life, heart and soul of the football club. This is their life. This is our life. It's our way of life. It's our escapism. It's our love. And their love's been abused. Our love's been abused. And these guys have had enough of being a farming FC. We always said on the Minerals FC that these clowns will come in and they will buy other clubs to farm using Chelsea as a beachhead, a streamline, and farm other players to other clubs, our players that they're never going to play for Chelsea, but just to develop them, bring in players, breed them, develop them, get value, sell them for profit, and then those players at the Strasbourgs and Sportings or whatever other clubs they go and buy, all right, they will then be recycled back into the Chelsea lineup, and the whole money-making cycle continues and goes like a merry-go-round, bruv. Respect to them for protesting, for arranging the protest, because they've already made their voices clear. They've tried on 3 occasions to get in touch with Blue Co. That's Siri Merchant, In fact, let's name
Especially
him.
Especially him. Because
Siri
over there,
Merchant
he's running
Egbali,
it proper. Yeah.
Jose Fagaziano, Wise, 5% merchant, Meatloaf Bowley, and Walker's Crisps Waters, bruv. Yeah, those lot are all together, and they are running Strasbourg. But Egbali, as we've always said, is the ringleader, along with Feliciano. But do not insult my intelligence in telling me Meatloaf Bowley, he's taking a step down. He's not really making the decisions. They all make the decisions. They are all in it together. They want to make the money together. They're all there for the pound note. So don't be fooled by what is circulating to take the heat off Meatloaf Bowley, swing it over Egbali, when Egbali doesn't say much anyway, apart from walk with his Birkin bag to the bridge and run away from little children that are questioning him. Apart from that, you know, you don't really hear from him. You don't really see him. He's the one who's data obsessed, but they all are. They're American. They come from Moneyball, NFL, baseball. They've tried to implement this model in our elite football club. They've brought a Seagull Merchant model to our football club, which is a mid-table mentality, mid-level, mid-results, mid-personnel, mid-directors, mid-gaffer, mid-everything, all right? This is what they brought to us to make money. And we're going to go into all the details. But respect to the Ultras, because now it's time for Chelsea to follow suit, if not collaborate, because we both want the same thing. You know, we're both unhappy. They've actually called out, we're sick of buying all these kids. We're sick of having Chelsea players being put in our team. We're sick of not being able to have any experience and have all our experience stripped out of our football club.
Same thing, isn't it? Yeah.
This is exactly what the model is.
Yep.
It was always going to be this way.
And you know, it's worse for them.
Epstein FC. It's why it's called that. You know what I'm saying? But
you know, for them, it's an under 23 model. It's actually worse. Like for us, it's under 25 model, and for theirs, it's under 23. So they're looking even more in terms of like children. They can't even get away with a 24-year-old. We can get away with that. They can't. So it just goes to show the structure's been planned. This has always been the motive, and yeah. It's crazy. By the way, I do want to say on a side note, shout out to whoever's designing. Are you designing the? Bring that picture up again with them lot as clowns. Like who's designing that for you?
Listen,
whoever's done that, fair play. That's brilliant.
It's a fella called Johnny Minerals.
Did you do that?
I did that, mate.
Oh, mate, fair play. Yeah. If you've done that, fair play. You're a good designer.
We've got loads of things going on. We've got all sorts happening, bruv. We've got the fraudulent Wolverine, the herpes, bruv. Yeah. We've got Stuart Little in there. We've got the PR Happy Meals. We've got Matt Law. We've got old Pawnstein. We've got Stuart, what's his name? Carrington Winstanley. Yeah. And obviously we just got the classics. But yeah, this one is all of them. This one's all of them, bruv. They need to be in there, bruv. Every single one of them need to be exposed. Yeah. But look, they're not going to change. No, and I know it.
No.
So we're at this point now where we all can see on just footballing terms, forget about structures for now, but just purely on footballing terms, we are a long way from that Super Gema, a long way from Champions League. We're a long way from any kind of European football. We're a long way from competing for anything other than mid-table, right? This team, no matter what manager you bring in, is not good enough for Chelsea to be where they should be. That's the first thing.
Yeah.
All right? I'm not disputing we've bought some good talent, but talent ain't enough like Mudrik's got tattooed on his neck, bruv. It ain't enough. You need to have the spine, the core, a DNA, some sort of identity, leadership, mentality, minerals. We ain't got any of that. And it's clear for all the supporters, match going, home and away, ones that watch it on the box, ones international, is clear to see that this team is nowhere near good enough what it should be at a Chelsea level, right? So on just that note, that needs surgery. And we spent $1 billion, yeah? We spent 1 billion. We've given 235 million to the Seagull merchants and Bloomberg, right? We're looking to pay more money for Jewel to come in as their head of recruitment to our club. We've brought in Tom Roddy, who's communications director from the Times, biggest brown envelope, right? So the structure's all there. You've got mid-table directors coming in, and it's all based on AI scouting. So even that's a fucking shambles in itself. But that's what's putting and creating everything that we go and pay money for to watch on that pitch. So forget football terms. There's no point discussing it. There's no point discussing games. Oh, this, that, because you're not going anywhere with it. It's irrelevant. There's no trust the process. The process is a fugazi, because if it was trust the process, we'll mud it right now. Yeah. It's clear as day you would have Jellyfish Potter still in the dugout because you gave him a 5-year deal and 12 million a year. If it's a process, and you do what Arsenal did with Lego Head and stick with it, even though he's getting all the stick. You didn't do that. You couldn't do it. So you sacked him. Bring in Frank Lampard, PR stunt. Did nothing because the squad's a shambles, the structure's a shambles, the toxicity behind the scenes is a shambles. It's a circus. Then you bring us an ex-Spursy gaffer who hasn't won anything in the English game to come to the biggest rivals, Chelsea, and be our gaffer and serve us up that after sacking Tommy T.
Yep.
I mean, it's just anyone who is not on the same page as us, you're either bought or you're fucking gone, mate. Because you must be scent of a woman Al Pacino, blind as a bat, to not understand what is happening at our football club. And everything stems from the clowns upstairs. Because they're the ones making all the decisions. So you cannot just blame a gaffer. You can't just blame the directors. You have to blame the ones who dictate all of these guys on the level of hierarchy. And that's why we're going straight to the top as we have been on the Minerals FC. So give us your take, guys. Land?
Yes, go ahead.
Honestly, it's for me now, it's at a point where, like, I agree with you when you say they're not going to change. But I've always had it in the back of my head that there could be a chance that they see the urgency from the fans, what's going on, and they begin to start, adjusting little things here and there. It's like we said a couple of streams ago. They're doubling down, and they are doubling down now. And especially after a couple of things that we've heard today, they're proper doubling down. We've all seen what they're intending to do with the ticket prices and things like that. They are proper doubling down. We've heard Jose today, not directly, but talking to another Chelsea fan. And he couldn't have been more right in terms of saying that, the Chelsea we know is it's not the Chelsea that we're seeing now. So,
you know what's funny, Eunice, bruv, is that we actually, what we're saying, and I've been saying it a long time, is that we need legends. We need specifically legends to say statements like that. Because what that does is no one will tarnish Jose because he's a GOAT. He's a legend at our club. He comes with a reputation, a level of love and respect from the supporters. Him saying that today, when I was on with Lee this afternoon, it sent me off the edge. That says RIP Chelsea to me. But we need more of it, so that supporters get on board and believe. Sorry, Corey, carry on.
Yeah, no, you're completely right. And this is now what it's going to take. Because if not, what's going to happen? We'll go into a third season. We'll be in this situation. It'll become the norm, bit by bit. And you know what I'm scared of? This is why I get people. I'm sure, like you've got tons over the past year. I'm sure, Johnny Goonie, you're getting your fair share too. I reckon, and some of the others as well. Now they're starting to taste it. When you get the comments coming in telling you, oh, okay, now you got to start looking at something positive now. This is too much. You're doing overkill. This is too negative and whatnot. I'm scared that with time, people are just going to look at this like it's normal. Like, that's it. You know, people will get that Stockholm syndrome kicked in, and then they'll start looking at things like, yeah, you know, we used to one day ages ago, we used to win things, but yeah, now we're mid-table and it's okay. It's going to get to that. Eventually, people will be conditioned to just thinking whatever is happening after 1, 2, 3, 4 years, it will get to a point, it hits long enough where people just accept. And that's human nature. When you look at the way that it is, most people tend to be like that. You get a minority that don't, but most tend to go with the flow eventually.
Like
I'm scared
Arsenal.
it'll get to that point. Exactly.
Now,
Now,
how long?
this is the thing. I reckon it's starting. It's starting. And this is what I'm frightened of. Because I reckon we go into next season, it's the same story and people are going to be okay with it. I'm telling you, if we go into next season and it's another mid-table finish, no European, we're done. It's finished. It's finished. We won't see top 4, if we're even thinking of getting top 4, possibly a decade at the minimum. But enter when these guys are gone, if they are going to be gone after their tenure is up, there's a chance to try and rectify what we can rectify now going into next season. Try and actually adjust the things that need to be adjusted. Bring in some top quality that needs to be. I mean, look at Liverpool today, man. Liverpool have got Michael Edwards. I mean, they've given him a more senior role. Why? Because they need to restructure. Klopp is going, his team's going, everyone's going, need a restructure. Michael, listen, we'll give you a better role. Come in and sort this out. Not a problem. Done. Thank you. Where do you think Liverpool are going to be next season? Even if it's going to be Xabi Alonso, someone walks in, they're going to have a brand new structure ready to go.
And United are doing it. The guy's been here for 5 minutes.
And this is where I turn to some of our lot that think it's just easy. What? Like other clubs don't exist.
Do you know what makes it worse? You know what makes it worse? Those two clubs have blatantly looked at Chelsea and said, we cannot afford to go down that direction. So
how not to fucking build a model, bruv.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
We've made all the mistakes. They've made all the mistakes, not us. They made all the mistakes. And it's like, they believe in this shit. They believe in this data. That's what's fucking delusional, bruv. Is they believe in this. That's why they're not changing. They believe it's going to work, bruv.
But
someone who doesn't know football is going to think like that.
It's concerning. And that was an opportunity. You see that there, Michael Edwards being available. That was an opportunity really to have somebody at the head of Chelsea running the actual football. You could not have picked a more perfect person to do this. Look, Stuart Winstanley, Lawrence Stewart, what more do they have to do to show that they are incompetent at their job? What more do they have to do? How many more useless players do they have to be buying to be putting into this first team? How many more managers are they going to be trusted to pick for Chelsea Football Club? And we're not making progress. We're actually regressing before a change is made. It's got to a point, bro. It's got to a point where, like, you man are right. This is probably what they want. And just going back to your point of just going back to the point of this longevity of failure, Eunice, as you were saying, it becomes like an anesthetic to a lot of people. You're completely right. After a certain amount of time, people are just going to roll over and just accept it. We are where we are. Stop with the negativity, this, that, and the other. Well, I can't do that. I'm sorry, I cannot do that. I came from an era where we was competing every flipping year. Doesn't matter what it was, every year. And if you weren't cutting it as a manager or whatever, you were out the door. Absolutely out the door. I saw Carlo Ancelotti get sacked in the tunnel after doing the double.
We were second.
What are we doing here?
Because he didn't win the Champions League, Roman said you're out.
This is the standard
that's Real Madrid mentality. And that's how we were run. And it was a working model. The model was fine. This whole delusion and illusion that the Fergie era, the Wenger era is so easy to do.
Gone.
And you can't do that no more.
You can't.
And the only way you can do it is with Pep, who's got all the money, all the resources, all the structure.
Exactly. That's the key word, Johnny. Structure.
Exactly.
Yeah, because Pep in this project, he'd struggled to get top 4, honestly, because of the people that were around him and the quality of the players as well. But look what they've done for Pep Guardiola. Not only are we hiring you, we're going to go and get Tixi as well, who you've got a great relationship with and has actually proven himself to be able to work alongside you and build a squad that competes season after season. It's like you were saying backstage, we are hiring from mid-table. What are we going to get? Mid-table results. Every dynasty, the majority of dynasty of football teams, Manchester United, us, Manchester City, when you looked outside of the football pitch and the seats upstairs, every single one of them was from a top class, world class, every single one of them. Peter Kenyon, world class. Roman Abramovich, loved Chelsea, was not in it for the money. He just wanted to win. That's all he cared. World class.
A football man.
Everybody who was in the key positions were all football men. And not only were they just football men, they were the best around. And what did Todd Bowley come and do when he bought the club? He took the seat about a sport that he didn't know nothing about.
This is why we're going to play this very quickly, because it's the one thing John Terry did, which was mega for me, and he did it at his charity event. So I'll quickly play. It's literally a 10-second clip.
Finals, the owners now trying to make decisions to let football people do the football side of things. We need to care of the football club. He gave us every possibility to achieve what we achieved in that time. So we're very lucky that we had him.
He said these owners are making all the decisions, but Roman gave us all the right people, right professionals to do their jobs, to run and give us the best possible for us to achieve what we achieve, right?
Yeah.
That's how you run a football club, because that's the ambition to win. Not all this PR. Oh, look, Meatloaf Bowley and CLOWNLAKE, they've got such ambition. Look what the money is spending. Yeah, what are they spending it on? What are you spending it on? You can have all the money, flying it about, but what are you doing? What are you doing? You going it into Stoney, getting Stoney bits, or you going to Primark? He's not going Primark 24/7. Looks like they're buying a load of stuff. Well, what quality are you buying?
This is true.
You know,
you can take $1,000 or $2,000 with you and choose to spend it in Hugo Boss, or you can choose to spend it at Primark, as you said. You're still going to spend that much money. What are you getting with it? It's simple as that.
Does that mean you're ambitious?
Yeah.
Either way, what quality, what level of ambition have you got?
Yeah.
You know, they're cheapskates, they're penny pinchers, they're loophole merchants. Which brings me on to this, right? Everyone knows that Todd Meatloaf Bowley's on 20 million a year as a chairman, employee, being an owner, as an employee at Chelsea Football Club. 20 million a year. Over 10 years, that's 200 million. But it's now come to fruition, that they're sharing it.
Yeah.
That they're going to jump. One's going to go from 3 years, and then you're going to have Siri Merchant on there for 3 years. Then you're going to have Walters on there for 3 years, Feliciano on there for 2 years.
I think it's every 5. They've said that it's able to rotate in it. Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
5 years. All right. They're rotating it because that's the loophole. They want to share the money. And they're cashing in that 200 million. That's just profit there. Bang. Dump. For doing what? What are you doing? You ain't doing shit.
It's a way for them to be able to pocket something whilst they can't take any dividends from the club.
Correct.
It's as simple as that. I mentioned that yesterday. You find some people that are like, they laugh at it. Like, nah. Okay. You know, keep thinking the way that you're thinking.
It's a liberty, bruv. It's an absolute liberty.
Look at, we mentioned Roman, right? Roman owned the club. Was he ever chairman? He could have been if he wanted to. No. Bruce Buck was chairman from day one until day when Roman got sanctioned, right? Didn't move. But it was always Bruce Buck. He was always the chairman. Realistically, you'd want someone who's been in the game for a long time to be the chairman. Someone that understands the operations of a football club to be the chairman. And if you're the owner, you own a relative share of the club, you're the owner, cool. But at least you've got the club in the hands of someone that is operating it as a football club. We're not doing that. And we know that they're not doing that because it makes sense on if we're talking on a financial level, we're talking on a business level, they know they can't take any money out of the club for the first 10 years. They know they can't take any dividends. They're not going to be able to make, they can't take anything out of the club themselves straight into their pockets for the first 10 years, unless after 10 years they choose to sell, then they will sell. But the only way they're going to do that, or take something at least, is if they allocate themselves as chairman. And what a surprise that yesterday it came out that, yeah, they're going to get to rotate it every 5 years. Why? Why is that even a policy? What sense does that make, except that we're just going to share the money? There's no other motive.
There's nothing else to it, bruv.
There's nothing else to
what
it.
it is.
So
We're not terribly well managed on the football side, sporting side, the promotional side. Just get out of my club. Just get out of my club.
it's funny he said that before all of these little things started popping out. Do you know what I mean? Like we're talking about FFP now and all this and the little financial stuff.
That's when they took over the club, mate.
Oh yeah, I know.
Yeah.
And now it's been resurfaced.
Because
right?
people didn't realise. They didn't even know that he said it. Because
now
the brand envelopes won't tell you this.
No.
They don't want you to see it.
No.
Have you ever, both of you, have you ever watched the whole conference of him with the Fenway Sports fella and NFL fella, where they're being basically interviewed by a presenter in America? Have you watched that?
I've seen clips of it. I ain't watched it start to finish though,
mate.
I've only seen the Feliciano one. I've not seen the Egbali one,
mate. Listen, I saw that one and I did a reaction to stream last year. Right, this guy didn't mention once in the over the hour odd of anything about winning, bruv, or trophies. All it was how to transfer the structure and the revenue made by NBA, NFL, and baseball to football and England. Beachhead Chelsea and multi-club. And what interestingly he said was Fenway didn't start off with the multi-club, Beachhead.
No.
But he said we chose to start with that first. Wrong move, my son, Siri Merchant. You fucked up.
Yeah, big time. And they couldn't have chosen a better club than Strasbourg. Brilliant.
Yeah. And did you remember when we were looking at Agate, they tried to buy Sporting Lisbon stakes? Do you remember that?
Yeah, 10%. Yeah.
And then PSG reported them.
Yeah.
And then they walked away from the deal, completely walked away. Yeah.
Criminals, bruv.
These are crooks, mate. Yeah. Equity merchants, bruv. Yeah. Wall Street merchants. They're there who, as Feliciano said, the building and increasing the business value is more important than winning or losing on the pitch. That's what he said out of his mouth.
Yeah.
I mean, Ratcliffe's coming on. I'm not interested in financial gain. I've made enough money in chemicals and gas and oil. I'm here to bring Manchester United to where they should be. Fucking rattles me, bruv. I hear this nonsense. And we could have had this owner at our football club. We could have had Ratcliffe. He bid in the last 9 hours.
In the last minute,
we've got to give it to the Yanks. Let them. Do you know what Yanks do, bruv? They come in, suck anything dry, whatever the business is, they suck it dry. All right? They're vampires, these lot. And then they throw it away.
Could have had the Saudis as well.
Could have had the Saudi Media Group.
Look, I think with time, hindsight is 2020, as they say. It's when you look at the process, you go back and you revisit that whole process. It was already predetermined, man. Rain Group had 100%. It on check. They were always going to give it to Bowley and Clear Lake. 100%.
They're
always going to happen.
They've got investment in these guys, man.
Nothing was interrupting that process whatsoever.
Did Roman even pick Rain Group?
I don't even know.
I know he's worked with them before. There was one thing that he had with them before, but
if you're sanctioned, what fucking decisions can you make? Let's be real.
Yeah, it was out of his hands anyway.
Right.
It was out of his hands, yeah.
And would a Russian sell to an American?
Thank you.
Very good question. Exactly.
Right. Especially at that time.
Do you think Roman would approve of this model at his club?
No.
No, absolutely not.
No. So why the fuck are Chelsea supporters approving of it?
I agree.
Because your Pawnstein daggers, your Matt Lord daggers, your fucking Toothpick Jacob daggers. Is it daggers flying about? Yeah. They're poltergeists, bruv. Yeah. They fucking come here, right, pushing narratives that are absolutely sabotaging our football club. Yeah. He's just absolutely criminal, bruv. How they've got this far. But I always knew it won't last long. It will come to a point where the media won't back you no more. It's a results game. And if those results ain't going right and you're stagnating, which is what we are, and we're still mid-table, they're not going to risk their credibility to continue writing the garbage that you script them about trust the process, PR, this and that, good intentions, the ownership know what they're doing. Oh, they're bringing in this guy. And that. Nah, it's all out the window, mate. It's in the bin, in the woods. So have it right. That's where it is. No one's going to believe in it now. No one trusts. Does anyone, do you know anyone who trusts this process? The thing is, you say trust the process. They don't even know what the process is. They're trusting something blindly for all this time. Because when you look at the first transfer window, scattergun, Meatloaf Bowley came in, sporting director. So did Iqbali, both of them. They were playing sporting director. They fucked it up, went into the next summer, and Bowley took a step down. And it was actually out of the mouth of Toothpick Jacobs on the lovely Twitter spaces that are orchestrated by all the little brown envelope minions that he's now playing sporting director and Meatloaf Bowley's taking a step down. Bollocks. They're in it together. Why are they playing sporting director if they haven't got a clue about football? Someone answer me that.
No, facts. Why did it take as long as it did to get a sporting director, at least, let alone two?
You're buying a club, Eunice and Gani. You're buying
you ain't got a plan?
Club. Do you not have it pre-planned, bruv?
Exactly.
Do you not go, Edwards is our guy?
Yeah.
Immediately. That was the move that made the most sense.
Well, Roman made the best move, bringing Peter Kenyon from the benchmark.
Exactly.
So you can tell from day one their intentions of a shambles, bruv. Everyone behind the scenes in the club, they know it's in tatters. They know it's fucking completely finished. Right, and everything you're seeing on the outside is all PR to mask the truth. All right, and that's why they got Tom Roddy playing communication director from the Times to get everyone else nicely knitted together outside of Chelsea to push the narrative that they want to allow them to implement the model that they're implementing. All right, but there's one thing called an NDA, non-disclosure agreement, that everyone has signed. Everyone that's come to this football club that hasn't left already has signed an NDA. And the ones that left, in their contracts, is an NDA put in place. You can't say shit when you leave for 10 years or whatever it is. Or when you're at the club. You can't say nothing.
Yeah, I was wondering why Vivell stayed quiet.
Right, everyone stayed quiet. And if you watch, do you honestly believe Chilwell believes that the Carabao Cup final is bigger, as big, if not bigger than the Champions League final? Are you fucking having me on, bruv? Right? They write this stuff. Chilwell said it, but Chilwell can't come out and go, I didn't say that because I've got an NDA in the new contract. The only reason Thiago Silva's been exiled is because he won't sign not a contract because he's leaving. He won't sign an NDA.
I was going to mention his name. Yeah.
When he leaves, he's going to land it. Bel Silva, proper Chelsea, Landon Minerals, my girl. Yeah. Because she's going to say the truth with Thiago Silva. They've got no allegiance to these clowns. They've got allegiance to Chelsea, allegiance to Roman, Tommy T, and all the players in that Champions League winning squad, Club World Cup winning squad, Super Cup squad, getting top four, competing, having Pep Guardiola lose more hair follicles, bruv. Yeah. Veneer Merchant grinding his teeth to the fallout and he has to go back to Turkey. Right? They got loyalty there. They've got no loyalty to these clowns. These clowns are wetting themselves. If you saw the PR, they came out and said, they hope that they can make amends with, Thiago and this, that, because they forced Bel Silva to take that tweet down and she didn't. Exactly. They ordered her to. So understand the politics, because these guys are PR driven, these clowns. So the one thing that blacklists, eliminates, sabotage, like a Dalek, yeah, exterminate, Yeah, fucking land it. Right. The only thing that does that is a protest from the Chelsea, because that's the worst PR and publicity stunt that they cannot have on their name and reputation. And that's something they can't control because it's with the masses. And the media will lynch onto it like bloodsuckers, bruv. Yeah, they'll be onto that like shit on a blanket. In fact, we'll go one step ahead, like in when Don Corleone sent the old horse's head in the Hollywood director's bed, bruv. Yeah, it's going to be like that in the silk sheets at Clown Lake in the headquarters, bruv. Yeah, that's what it will do. They'll be all over it, and the PR, they'll want the clicks. That's why it's very important that us Chelsea, and it's coming, we're going to land the damn minerals. And continue the chance, Roman Abramovich. Continue the chance, Jose Mourinho, because he landed the minerals today, saying it's not the Chelsea that we once knew, right? We've got to continue the chance. Clown Lake, see you next Tuesday. Todd, Meatloaf Bowley, see you next Tuesday. Yeah? Let's have it right. That's what we've got to do. I would even sing Tommy T chants. Do you know what I found out, guys, before you land it, yeah? I found out the two things that they hate, and this was the first season they took over. They hate Thomas Tuchel chance, right? Because they made the decision, all of them, to sack him because he didn't want to be a yes man, right? He didn't want to dictate to their whole 4-4-3 formation, play Pulisic in the preseason because he's American. We need the money, right? Not give him what he wants. He realised that these lot were clowns playing sporting director, and that's not how you run a football club because he's a football man, all right? They hate Tommy T chance because it goes against what their decision. The second one is the best one. A knife through butter is the Roman Abramovich chant. That one chant is the one that makes their blood boil. It hurts them.
It must.
Because that's our owner, previous owner. And that's our GOAT. Best owner in world football to ever exist. You ain't going to get another Don Roman. All right? No club. The closest I could say, but they didn't have the class and the donness about it, is the City owners. I think they are. And you got Perez at Real Madrid. They're the only two, bruv, that I could say are on that kind of mindset, because Bayern Munich are a shareholder club, right?
Yeah.
So that is the best
I'd love to see Roman's son or someone just come and get Chelsea back. I'd love to see it happen, but you already know with what the British government did.
Won't be allowed.
They don't have that.
No, they won't allow it.
There's no way that will get sanctioned.
Boris. Who made the decision. I'm going to quickly run through some of these guys, then we'll continue land it, all right? Big up Brian, Ultra Brav. He says, land it for me since I'm still at work, my generals. Big up to you, Geezer. You listened to today's stream with Lee, and you're still working. Land the minerals, grinding it, bruv. Keep grinding. He says, land it on all the mouth breathers in our fan base. Facts. Ethan says, you never walk alone. Michael Edwards landing soon at my club is a fucking disgrace that they're losing one of their greatest managers, bruv. Like, that's the way they look at it, because they were non-existent for 30 years. This guy's come in and changed the whole mind state, trophies, united the fan base, united the direction of the club. And now they're bringing back Michael Edwards, who we should have at our football club, who's got a track record as a disgrace. Just tells you how much of a shambles we are. And they're acting quick, knowing Klopp's leaving. Big up Bryce says, I need that Ronald McDonald one, Johnny. Laughed my arse off. That'll come. Don't worry, bruv. Yeah, we know that. We should be chanting, old McDonald, old Clown Lake had a farm, E-I-E-I-O. And on their farm, they had kids galore, E-I-E-I-O. You know what I'm saying, bruv? So big up to you. He says, big up to Eddie Sucks Toe. He says, Kai gone balling, Georgie gone balling. Wait until next season when United clear out 10 players, and they build the team around five times captain, the club legend, Johan Minnell's man. You're trying to rattle me, Edu Sacks Toes, and it's not that time of day for me today. But let's have it right. Kai is landing minerals. He's a baller, and when Mount comes back, all right, I guarantee you, he will be sitting well above Chelsea Football Club, as is Kai right now, and that's what fucking rattles me. Is that we've sold young players that suit their model, that have won at our football club, that we should be building upon for fucking unproven downgrades. It's a disgrace, bruv. Big up Eddie says, Mount about to win another UCL and league within the next 5 years. Mark my words, you lot will be playing Millwall away. Listen, I love the arrogance from Lego Head merchants. Yeah, I do love the arrogance. It's ironic, but let's land it for what it really is. And on the side, you're not wrong. Mace might do that. Who knows? But we see things they'll never see. Yeah. Because we are the biggest club in London. We're the most elite club in London. And just because we're in tatters right now, that still fucking stands, mate. Yeah? That's still relevant. We might not be relevant right now, which breaks my heart, but that is relevant because that's historical, bruv. It's monumental. Yeah? You can't erase that. You know what I'm saying?
Just gonna say, good luck against Porto as well. We'll be watching.
Yeah. Porto's not for everyone. You know what I mean? And funny enough, Johan Minnelsmount, lovely Cruyff turn against Porto and fucking done them like kippers, bruv. Let's have it right. Big up SK. Says, big up, lads. I've set up a Bowley CLOWNLAKE Out petition, sent in DM to all big accounts. Let's get this viral. Hopefully we do numbers, 100k signs, and government listens and ruins their PR. Can't add link here. You should be able to add the link, but big up to you guys, SK. And we need more of these petitions out there. Facts. And it's I thought the Glazers sucked, mate. They are grand. Mate, as I've always said, I don't know if you heard it, Gunny. I went on Talk Sport and I had to land it, bruv. Yeah, and get it out there. But I said we've pocketed the worst owners and they're worse than the Glazers, bruv, on national radio. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. They are. They're worse. The Glazers just milk the club. They can make the money, but they never got involved in footballing terms. They don't know nothing about football, so that's not their interest. Their interest is monetary, bruv. These guys have got their fingers in every pie on every level at a football club because they're egotistical rats, bruv. You know what I mean? Brian says, pathetic penny pinching model in the bin. Nice to meet Gunny. Land it up the Chelsea, up the Minerals. Long live Chelsea old boys. Let's have it right. Mount about to be Manchester United legend. Listen, Eddie sucks toes, bruv. What is this, man? You know what I'm saying? I'm the one that told you he's going to get number 7 shirt. I told you he's going to get his 300 bags. I knew all this. I knew he's been forced out. In fact, as we're fucking on it, let's go on it now. You fucking wound me up, bruv. All right? Let's go on it. Today, did everyone see what came out today? Did everyone see what came out today?
No.
All right, let's put it up quickly. This is what came out today. All right. This confirms that the Mason Mount sale was in 2023 numbers, leading to the 142.2 million player trading profit in 22-23, and therefore an operating loss of more than 230 million. Nothing at all to suggest Chelsea can pass 24 profit and loss sustainability without a pile of sales before June 30. On the contrary. So this fella, not wrong, says 18 years for Mount at Chelsea, only to end up being used as a pawn for accounting purposes as his club splashed 1 billion on new players, and it increasingly looks like it will have been all for fucking nothing.
Wasted that money.
That's not a good look at all.
Yeah.
On any level.
This is what we're dealing with. They don't give a fuck about players that love the club. They don't give a fuck about the academy. We've had the best academy over how many years, guys? Yeah. And
they don't give a crap.
They don't give a shit. And the most important thing, they don't give a shit about us supporters. They don't care.
No. We have to. I want to mention that as well, by the way, because
I'll pause on these and we'll continue, guys, because we've got fucking.
All right. It's funny how we go to buy these young players, but we haven't had a look into anyone from our academy. But at the same time, on the contrary, have you noticed that levels in the academy have dipped as well? It's not the same standard. It's not the same level. No. And when you're looking at players that are coming through, we got to a point where it really started. It's like a conveyor belt. You know, the conveyor belt starts off slow and then it increases, and all of a sudden, you know, it's well oiled and it's starting to really put things through. We had that, and it was still coming along nicely until
do you know why that is? Do you know why that is? You know why that is? Look at the quality in the first team now, and look how it was back then when our academy was successful.
Well, exactly.
They never got a sniff, guys. Never. You know, listen, I always believed Mason Mount and would always get into the first team. Like, I know how good he was. They said he's the best out of the academy to ever come out, especially since John Terry. But in terms of an attacking player, he was the best, right? And Reece James second to him. All right, I want to make that very fucking clear because this is truth from people that have actually brought through these players. All right. We had a transfer ban that season. We lost Eden Hazard and we brought in Frank Lampard. All right.
Yeah.
And yet the level and the standards did not change. And we had to rely upon our academy boys, those two in particular. We even brought Cho. Sorry, brought through Cho for everyone remembers, bruv. We had Billy Loftus-Cheek. We relied on these guys, bruv. You know, to help us continue the trajectory to get us through the transfer ban. We ended up getting top 4 because of a Mason Mount. It came to the one game against Wolves, and he bagged an assist for Giroud to go 2-0 up, and he scored a free kick. All right. And yet this deluded fan base fed hate. You know, you get what you fucking well deserve. You don't know what you got till it's gone. And unfortunately, everything's been gutted from this club. I'm not just talking about Mount. I'm talking everything. You can go to Kante, Kova. He's playing at Man City. He's not Deadwood. You know, these guys, you need these generals in your team. In every team, you need experience to look up to. Now you just got 20-year-olds looking at 20-year-olds 24/7. You got no benchmark in the squad. You got no experience, no leaders. The one leader you got, you're exiling. You know, it's a disgrace. And yet people sponsor it.
Yeah.
Oh, we've had a 10 out of 10 window. Look at us, we're landing it. We're better. This team's better than the Champions League winning. Are you fucking mad? And the agenda on Tuchel as well. They're already feeding the agenda on Tuchel, even though he's gone, bruv.
Yeah.
You don't know what you got till it's gone. And sadly, we've lost all eliteness at our football club. The only thing that's elite is our fucking club.
And
the fact that we won it all. But we're not being dressed like an elite club. We're not being run like an elite club. We're being run like we're seagull merchants.
Even that, exactly. All that's left is just the badge and what it looks like.
And even the lion might leave the badge. We might
carcass.
leave the lion as well. It's terrible.
Yeah, exactly. Look, you know, what I was mentioning was, look, at a time where if their strategy is genuinely looking into young players and trying to, you know, start from the ground up and go with talent and we're going to go over time, how is it that we're not even having a looking at anyone from Cobham? Not one. And that doesn't make any sense. But at the same time, I do want to say, to kind of answer that, the levels of the players that are coming through have dropped.
Geezer,
and there's no attention being given to the academy either.
Let's be real, Eunice Gunny, bruv. Yeah. Most of our academy, I bet you they're better than what we bought for 20, 30 million.
I don't disagree with that. Trust me.
Exactly.
And there's probably, I know, there's 16, 15-year-olds in our academy that they knew what the level was to make it at Chelsea. Yeah. Now they're looking at all these young Brazilians, unproven players coming in on big money, on big wages, on astronomical death row contracts, all right, walking into either the team or just getting to be signed by Chelsea. There's no value in it anymore. So these lot want to leave. So now our academy's getting fucking completely destroyed. Everything Roman's built, I swear these guys have come in, like I say, to destroy a business, build it their way, divide and conquer, order out of chaos, so have it right on the dollar in Latin, Latino, yeah?
Yep.
And fucking rebuild it their way and go, look what we did. We did this. You ain't doing fuck all, mate. Yeah. The only thing you're going to be doing is regretting buying our football club because you don't understand the notorious Chelsea supporters. You don't understand it. You don't get it. You don't know what's coming your way, mate. And when it does, it's too late. You're fucked. You know it. You know, bruv, I'm very, very angry, bruv. I'm very distraught. I'm very emotional. I'm very unhappy. Yeah, I know. Honestly, it's gut wrenching. What is happening at Chelsea, and I don't think people are just understanding the severity of the situation. We haven't even gone into the FFP and stuff, which Eunice knows a lot about. All right, which we need to go into.
Well, there's just been news on that as well now. Fabrizio's decided to talk on it. So
is he coming to it now? Is he coming to it now?
Yeah.
I work 20 hours per fucking day, and I don't accept that someone goes on Twitter with no face, with no name, just joking with myself and saying this kind of shit.
Well, Eunice, you explain to us what the old Kingpin said.
Listen, he's just gone on to clarify the Lewis Hall situation. That's happening, by the way. Like anyone that was hoping Lewis Hall was going to come back to Chelsea, I said this earlier on. There's no chance. In fact, it's not based on the amount of appearances or anything like that whatsoever. Apparently, it was based on Newcastle finishing above 15th. So that was going to happen no matter what. But he's gone on to say Chelsea need to sell some players before June 30th for FFP rules. And Lewis Hall to Newcastle for 30 million is imminent. So Chelsea will be busy with incomings as well.
Lewis Hall will be gone. Conor Gallagher will be gone. Raheem Sterling, I'm convinced, will be gone. Ben Chilwell, I think, will also be gone as well. Thiago Silva's already leaving. It's
And
like
Reece James.
Reece James eventually, whether it's, I don't think it'll be this summer, but I guarantee it will be out. And and a lot of those players are senior experienced players in the team. And that's something that we've been complaining about, that we've been rightfully complaining about. So what's going to happen then? Because the three of us all know that none of those players will be replaced by any kind of senior figure in that team whatsoever. So it's going to be the blind leading the blind yet again.
It's like that. It's like that. This is 40. I think this is 40, and he takes his daughter to the doctor. The doctor says she can't have no fruits, no chocolate, no dairy, no this. And he goes, "What the fuck's left?" Yeah. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
What the fuck is left if you get rid of all that?
No,
but don't worry. We got Enzo Fernandez, we got Casado, we got Casade, you know, we got Nico, Sloshpot Wetteralls, Jackson, we got Mudrick, we got the reincarnated flat-footed grasshopper, step over Mudueke, bruv. Yeah. And don't worry, we're going to bring in the herpes. He's going to give us the horizontal verticals, and we're all going to be fucking cutting shapes, bruv. Yeah. Don't worry about it. Yeah. All good, isn't it? Honestly, if you don't laugh, you cry, bruv.
No, 100%. You know what this is going to likely end up looking like is Chelsea clearly need to sell before 30th of June. The Mason Mount stuff that you just mentioned, apparently, right, it's come out that after June 30th, the club has an option to extend that deadline if they want, right? That's the HMRC deadline. You can't go beyond July, right? And if a club decides to do that, it basically sends a message out to everyone else that you're struggling, which is why clubs choose not to do it. Yeah. It's come out that for the Mason Mount stuff to go through, Chelsea did that to try and make sure that he got in on the 22-23 books, not on the ones for this year. And it happened, right?
They sold him. It was a day before it was announced, a day before that deadline in June, because I remember it perfectly, right?
Yeah.
And before that day that it was announced, there was a Bellingham tweet by Kingpin Brown Envelope Romano, yeah? And that was a Bellingham tweet. And underneath that tweet, there was a random United Avibot account, and he put any United news, and Meatloaf Bailey liked it.
Wow.
Like he liked the tweet slandering him about open play passing. But anyway, you know, that's what we got running our football club.
Well, it's exactly that. And with going forward into this summer, the deadline's June 30th. We got to sell before June 30th. anyone that the club wants to buy is going to be most likely after June 30th, because that's now going to go onto the books for the next financial year. It's going to go on to 24-25, not 23-24. So, look, we try and sell as much as we're going to sell. I think after June 30th, they're still going to pay attention and try and not, throw money out of the window. And I think what we're going to replace all these guys that are going to leave with, just more kids.
Listen,
More
these
kids are
guys
going to come in. Anyone on the cheap, we're going to go completely on the cheap, as cheap as we can possibly go.
Yeah.
This is why, look, it's looking bleak. It's looking bleak.
These lot are like I say, they're loophole merchants. These lot are like water getting out of a fucking airtight pipe, bruv. They'll find a way. Do you know what I'm saying? And once that water gets through, it's very hard to find where it's come from. Yeah. And very hard to repair the fucker. So, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. These guys, if they can do that, I'm sure they can sell the club. Something right. I'm sure they can sell the club.
If they wanted to, without taking any money, then they would.
Yeah.
They're not going to do that.
I'll quickly run through a few more so we can get through. RIP Chelsea next season, you'll have 20 points deducted. I think it'll be more. If look, it could be in it between if Everton got punished the way they did, and that was what, one charge Everton had. Well, what about?
Yeah, one charge. They breached by 20 mil.
And Man City's going to set the benchmark. They've got 15 charges, yet no one knows anything about that. And I'm sure brown envelopes will be flying out under the table for that one. But they might get some sort of deductions, but they don't care. They've won it all. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, it's more damaging to us right now because of our condition. We're a wounded beast, bruv. Do you understand?
This is the thing. Look, even if we make it, right? We don't breach FFP. We just about get through with no points deducted next season. Cool. Like I've already said, like we've said, we're still going to go in on the cheap. This squad's not going to get what it needs in order to climb up the table. This is why going into next season, you best believe they're going to be careful on a financial level to make sure that they're going to comply as much as possible and not breach anything. By doing that, it means they're going to go on the cheap. So the problem here is not necessarily on a financial level now. Is the team going to get what it needs to climb up the table? No. We're going to stay exactly where we are.
Yeah. We are literally a mid-table, like Pochettino said.
That's it.
He said mid-tables are reality now. And what did Potter say? Jellyfish Potter said, I'm not the problem. They're the two key things that these two gaffers have said out of their current, stint at Chelsea are the most worrying, red flagging comments that you can ever hear.
Yeah, it's true.
And yet people don't pay attention to them. They pay
We've
attention
had Potter saying it a lot.
Pochettino's bottle job and, he's moaning about injuries. Well, he's not fucking wrong, is he? Our medical teams are absolutely atrocious, bruv. Everyone's made out of fucking cheese strings and tissues with water. You know what I'm saying? Like, you got, what's his name? Colwill, who's not playing because of his toes.
He's got a problem with his toes.
Yeah, he's got a problem with his toes. Well, Tommy Tuchel, our elite gaffer, broke his toe while he was giving a team talk to his players before the Champions League knockout game, right? And still sat on the fucking bench in the dugout, sat all game and won the game because he's a minerals general. We had John Terry having injections before games, right? Yeah. What is it? Cole's got webbed feet or something. What is this? Some sort of special treatment, bruv? What are we doing here? These lot of fairies, bruv. Pony. Fucking pony, bruv.
Johnny, when I tell
washed.
Listen, man, when I tell other Chelsea fans that, this squad is nowhere near good enough to be competing for anything worthwhile. It's not. And I don't see when it ever will be. Because they all think, oh yeah, they're just young. They just assume that the trajectory just goes like this for every single young player. It's
exactly.
Not the case. If that was
it's like, exactly. Everything's all the same. Well, football's not like that. How many clubs make signings, guys, and it doesn't quite work out? You think it's going to work out, but it doesn't work out because it just doesn't fit. The chemistry, the manager that's in charge, or the environment of the club, or the pressure. So all these factors. It's not just this guy's got good passing, good dribbling, good vision. You can't just go by that. It's the whole package overall. Every context is involved in football. Football's a very, very delicate and complex industry. You can't just go, that's it, we're on the money there. Doesn't work. This ain't the Matrix, bruv. Like I said, we ain't fucking Neo in the chair, bruv, going, do you know what I'm saying? Yeah? Well, that's what we are right now, to be fair, bruv. We're getting attacked left, right, and centre by these AI robot merchants, bruv. You know what I mean? They destroyed us. Big up to CFC, Marky boy. He says, Tuchel back or protest simple. If we get the herpes, I love if we get the herpes, they will bring Slosh Pot. They will bring Slosh Potware as assistant manager to get the squad up.
Wow.
I'm done, bro. I can't, man. Sorry, man. I can't, man. I can't even read that bit. You know what it is, bro. You know what time it is, mate. Oh, fuck. Big up to Eddie Sucks Toes. Big up Cursor. Big up Johnny. Big up God of Frogs. Big up to Curse, man. Love to Curse. Love to everyone in here supporting the channel. Rats sitting back collecting the £100 notes. Does anyone remember BHS? Do you remember BHS?
Oh, a long time ago. Long.
Yeah.
CNA, is it? CNA?
CNA flip
Yeah.
it.
That's what we've fucking become, bro. Yeah. You know what happens to them, bro. Right. So, geopolitic merchants, big up to you. Parliament picked Clown Lake with Rain as the face. I think, Rain just, they're just the brokers. Hollywood foreign press weirdos upstairs, clowns. Roman was the best owner in world sports facts. We know that. Edu Suckstones, he says, I cheer for United. My name, Miss Goons.
Fair enough. Fair
right.
enough.
Okay.
All right, in that case, you'll be watching like we are when they face Porto.
Yeah. Fair play. Big up to Chelsea old boys. I know that's Nick and Dylan. Love to you. He says, big up Minerals FC Ultras. Yep. Big love to Uncle Johnny, Eunice, Gunny, Goat, Don Roman, Bamrich, TT, Jose Chance, forever, up the Minerals FC. Facts. Love to you. Hope you're doing well, guys. All the nephews out there, love to you, man. And always, we miss your old man. You know what I'm saying? And shout out to Mutz, Ian, Liam, and all you guys. Proper Chelsea. Love to everyone. And we will land it starting Monday night. Let's go. Names to piss the goons. Big up to you three. And we'll continue, guys, because there's fucking loads here, bruv. Sorry, man. I'm trying to get through him, man. But yeah, respect. In terms of chanting, that's the way to go forward. It's very important. That's what we started off with. And someone in the chat mentioned throwing tennis balls. In fact, in the Germany game, I think it's Dortmund or Bayern Munich, they were throwing the golden chocolate coins. You know, the old school ones that you get in the stocking. They're throwing them. I think that's brilliant for us. It's great in terms of money. Yeah, perfect fit. But tennis balls is well renowned. I think that's a great shout to start off with. And it sends a powerful message. It's almost like a pre-starter to what's to come after that. But yeah.
No, it's true. There has to be some volume from the match going fans now. Banners, chants, the lot. This is something that's got to be addressed as well. This has to be done on an organic level. This has to come from the ones that are attending in person. It has to. I think we can all testify this. It's never going to come from online, right?
Yeah.
The online presence is only going to be the supporting role. It always is going to be that way, because, and look, We've seen protests that were organised online. In fact, with the Chelsea-related one was the Rickets. I was there, right? When you look at how big it got on socials and the actual attendance, that's what it is. The online presence is always just going to be the supporting role to what's going to be happening in person.
Yeah.
The bigger it is in person, the bigger it will get online. That's how it works. It doesn't work the other way around. So, I wouldn't be surprised if we're going to start seeing chants, flags, banners. I wouldn't be surprised if it gets there. We got Newcastle on Monday. We'll see what happens. And I think right now everyone's got their eggs in the FA Cup basket. Simple as that, because that's our only route to get a Europa League spot. So is that going to happen? Is it not? It's looking really unlikely. I'll be honest. I don't think it's going to happen because it means winning the FA Cup. It's not like other teams don't exist there. So look, we'll wait and see what's going to happen.
There's big teams in the FA Cup compared
They're
to
all still there.
And
there's
when
a few playing each other, but yeah.
But when we had all right. Newcastle was a tough game. Let's have it right. Mudryk, everyone forgets Mudryk got the goal for us to go extra time penalties. But we played Brighton, who are our fucking rivals now. You know, we're not even rivals with Man City, United, Arsenal, Liverpool. It's just disgraceful, bro. But in the FA Cup, when like we did in the Carabao Cup, once you come against the big boys, and Liverpool weren't even suited and booted, bruv. They were in their boxer shorts, all right, and they absolutely spanked us.
PL2 team, bruv.
You know what I'm saying? With their kids, that cost them not a penny. I mean, fuck me, bruv. Like, if that's not the biggest embarrassment, I don't know what is. You spent $1 billion and your kids got beat by their kids that cost them nothing.
Yeah.
With an elite gaffer in charge. And the support they had, you know, near the end of the game, Liverpool supporters were chanting like fucking mad. It was sickening, bruv. Because we're all deflated, we're dejected. There's no union. There's no sort of like unification between the supporters and the gaffer. We haven't chanted Potter's name.
No.
We haven't chanted Poch's name. We don't chant the players' names. We played Fulham. We were chanting Willian chant more than any of the players that play for us. You know,
that goes to show.
It tells you we're chanting for what we used to be like. You know, we were chanting Tommy T. Tommy T chant was the nuts, bruv. It's the minerals. Yeah. You go there, you sing your Tommy Tuchel chants, your Carefree chants, you go in there, you land it. It doesn't matter how we're playing. We're just all together, bruv. You know?
It's true.
Now it's like there's fighting in the away ends now. You got a son knocking out his old man. You know, it's fucking it's mad, bruv.
Now, man.
Yeah, bruv. They're like, ask Tobes, shout out Tobes. He goes to me, the geezer, the young guy knocked his dad out. They were arguing. You know, because our club is getting ripped apart, and now the Chelsea are fighting the Chelsea because of these clowns have divided and conquered us. All right? We have to, as old boys, Chelsea old boys always said, we need to be united as a fan base.
100.
That's why we're strong. We're not AFTV. We're not Arsenal. We don't fight each other. We have to be with each other. And the more of us that are together and we're all dancing and singing off the same script, yeah, they can't control us easy. Now they're controlling us. Now, old school, they have to set the protest. Facts. Online follows suit. But we still have an online war and battle
100%
to fight. Yeah, we have to. We have to keep pushing the narrative. We have to keep calling out all the nonsense and all the brown envelope bangers and mash waffle. That's key. It's very important. We have to do that. That's a serious message. What we have to do. So everyone online has the ability, no matter how big or small your account is. Everyone gets impressions, bruv. Everyone gets impressions, whether they like it or interact. Doesn't matter. They see it, bruv. Yeah, we see things they'll never see. All right. Well, we're trying to make everyone see what we see. That's what we got to do.
Yeah, everyone's got to start speaking up at this point. If you've got a platform, you've got to speak up against this. You have to. It's gotten to a point where the writing's on the wall now. We've gotten to the point of, we've gotten to a point where, like, they've taken extreme measures in doing what they've done with our club. We're going to have to do the same. And we cannot take our foot off the gas. Can't do it.
No, my foot's been
firmly down,
metal.
Pedal to metal,
pedal
for real.
to metal. All right, and we ain't in their fucking Lamborghini with a Nissan Micra engine in it, bruv. You know what I'm saying? That's what they've gone and done. They've put a Micra 1 litre in a beautiful Lamborghini, mate. You know what I'm saying? Big up to Don Roman. He says, they ruined us, man. I'm sad they destroyed our club. Blue Co has to go, guys. Stick together and fight for our club. You guys are our only hope. Cantona, Ronaldo, Beckham, Best, Robson, Owen, Mount. You're just a wind-up, bruv. It's a wind-up. Big up to Johnny. He says, man, these Clown Lakes have destroyed my love for football in general. Clown Lake out, Blue Co out, up the Chelsea, up Minerals FC, long live Chelsea old boys. And this is a truth. When we watch Chelsea, it's numbing, bruv.
Yeah.
Very, very.
I've said many times, like, I have to watch Chelsea because I love Chelsea. I can't help myself. I have to watch my club. But I don't even enjoy Premier League football no more. I don't.
No.
It's painful.
We were talking about this the other day, weren't we? Goonie, where I mentioned when was the last time you watched Match of the Day?
Well, all you have to do is wait till the end for Chelsea.
Well, exactly. But this is the thing. I've heard so many Chelsea fans over a little while now literally go, not even bothered. Not just because of Chelsea. They don't even want to watch other games unless it's a big game that you're just going to watch, like we're going to watch this weekend, Liverpool City. You're just not missing that, right? Because you're going to get quality there. But where Chelsea were doing well, you'd go and watch the other games. You'd be, concerned about what's going to happen.
Because why, Eunice?
Spurs, or
you're relevant.
You're relevant, exactly.
We're not relevant no more.
No, so it's like we don't want to watch anything else. We're not bothered.
No,
like,
because
stay away from football.
Do you know what? All you wrong-uns in the fan base that are trusting this bullshit process and believing this nonsense and sponsoring it, I want you to fucking watch all the games on Match of the Day. I want you to watch all the games, and it will tell you how far behind we are.
Yeah.
Reality will hit home. That's why you don't want to watch it, most of you lot. Because the reality's there to stare you in the face. You don't like it and how it makes you feel. But you need to feel that to understand the pain that we're all going through. Because it's a painful watching Chelsea like this. Someone put out about, protest or shut up, right? And, we're there to support the players. The Chelsea do. We support the players when they play. But they're not putting the work and heart and soul into it either.
Clear as day.
You know, there's no standards there. We're the only standards they got left, but we're not there day in, week out, day in, training with them, directing them, molding them, developing them. So all we can go by is what we pay our money to go and watch it.
And the man leading those players has no allegiance to this club. He knows he's going to lose his job as well at the end of the season. He doesn't care.
No, he don't care.
Exactly. He's still right. Do you know what he still has? Do you know what he still has at the back of his mind? Eden Hazard's last-minute goal.
Yeah. Scarred like we scarred Man City in the Porto. Put the kettle on, He's scarred from that. He's proper Spursy, bruv. I never wanted him. There's countless streams that said, I don't want Pochettino. Yeah. He's Spursy. I don't want him. All right? But he's been served to us. We as supporters, we back what's there, but cautiously. There's nothing to back with this guy. And what are the players going to perform like this season knowing Pochettino's gone? He's gone.
That's exactly what I was going to say. And he knows it too.
Yeah. That's why he doesn't care, guys.
He's gone.
He doesn't give a shit. But he can't say nothing because of an NDA. Let's not forget that. But yeah. It's a problem.
So-
It's a dead man walking. A scenario
This is
with
it.
Potter again.
This is it. And the problem wouldn't be there as much if we knew that if at the end of the season Potter's gone and then we're bringing in some proper levels and quality to take over. We know that we're probably going to end up with someone worse than Pochettino.
That's most probably what's going to happen.
Yeah, 100%.
I don't want.
Sorry, they say, oh yeah, bring De Zerbi, bring the herpes, bro.
Man, they don't learn.
But do you know what they say though? All these wrong-uns. The structure, the model's built for De Zerbi.
This model's not built for anybody.
Yeah,
Right.
the players, some of them are
That's a
played
great
under
point.
him.
It's not built for anyone. But where was that same energy? Because it was built for fucking Jellyfish Potter. And how did that go?
That's
The
exactly-
directors
I
were
think
there
that-
with Jellyfish Potter.
Yeah.
You know, so don't bring that argument to the table. On the Minerals FC, we are the fucking table.
There's another one. Potter was brought in for why?
Development.
Youngsters.
What's he developed?
He's not developed a
time.
mentality.
We rest our cases.
Yeah.
These are
all the fugazis of PR. The PR is, listen, Paulstein, Fabrizio Kingpin Romano, mate, Nizar Kinsella, Toothpick Jacobs, yeah, all these guys, The Athletic, you're all guilty, mate, because you have participated in this capitulation and the great Chelsea falling as far as we have fallen, bruv. Do you understand? This is White House falls down, bruv. Yeah. This is like they have put their hand in this to get paid. Your PR has killed us, is what I'm saying. It's killed our club. It's masked everything that they've actually got away with. All the criminal activities that have gone down has gone underneath everyone's nose. Not on me, but I'm just saying, you know, the masses. It's like it's got to stop now. Stop believing everything you read. Stop worshipping these Romanos and Paulsteins and their daggers like they're God. You know what I'm saying? Like their gospel and everything they say is the absolute truth. It's not. They're fantastic liars, bruv. You know?
It's depressing, man. Honestly, and just to see, like in terms of the managers that we're linked with as well. I don't see anybody, and even still, listen. And this is why. And some people say, like, you know, why wouldn't you? This is why I wouldn't bring Tuchel back, because protect his legacy. Why are you bringing him back to this?
He won't come back, Geezer.
Same with
Jose won't come back.
Same with Mourinho.
Enrique rejected us.
They won't approach him.
Amorin won't come.
He's not going to come.
No. So all you're fucking well left with is the herpes.
And Thomas Frank, apparently. Lord.
Fucking don't bring me that Dumbo, bruv. I don't
have him. Can't have him.
I don't want him flying at the bridge. Nah, he can stay well clear. Do you know what the worst thing is? He sent me off the edge, bruv. We brought in a set piece merchant.
Brentford.
They called him a guru from Brentford. They're fighting relegation, bruv.
No, but Brentford are good with set pieces, so it's all right.
Oh, yeah, it's all right. Yeah, of course, yeah. Wake up, man. Wake up. Wake up, man.
And you know what? The problem isn't even necessarily when I saw that. My issue with that wasn't that this guy is somewhat decent in terms of set pieces, right? Yeah, fair enough. Brentford's record last season with set pieces under him, great, brilliant, right? But where are Brentford now compared to last season? Our problem isn't necessarily even scoring from set pieces. Our problem is defending them. We can't defend set pieces. We can't defend crosses. We can't defend one-on-ones. We can't defend anything that comes at us. You would think to get someone in on that level, you should have a manager that's going to agree to have someone like that as part of their staff because that's going to align with the way that they want to play. Poch is leaving. We're looking to get this set piece guy in to then align him with a manager we don't even know that we're getting yet. We're doing things backwards. That was my problem. My problem with this whole thing was this cycle. We're doing it backwards. Clubs move this way, and we're moving this way. It's incredible. So look, I find it crazy that they actually think on a footballing level. We get this set piece guy in, that's it. Set pieces are going to be sorted. It's done. No.
Oh, yeah,
It's
that's
not
the
how
final
it
piece of the
flipping
jigsaw,
works.
they say, don't they? It's the final piece. We've built a 100-point team.
Mate, we've hired how many people at this club now for all these minute little roles? You know, it's like they're not actually going to have anything to do. They've got an 8-hour shift or whatever. They're going to probably work 1 hour and have 7 hours to do nothing because they've done the job for the day. Like, we're hiring so many people for these specific, really, really ultra specific roles instead of just, for example, one manager come in, assemble your team, or let us assemble your team with you, pick out who you want in your staff, and we can run with that. No, we're not going to do that. We've got 2 sporting directors. Who has 2 sporting directors?
We had three at one point. Remember, Vival was part of that as well. Oh, and don't forget Joe Shields.
Joe Shields, yeah, he's coming. Yeah. Where's Eunice? Brown like Matrix have got him, bruv.
Yeah,
what's going on? They fucking got him last time on my show. Now they got him again.
They got him out of here, man.
He was landing minerals, bruv. You know what I mean? He was landing it.
Yeah. Yep.
Oh,
Tom Bowley and them.
They got to him, bruv. They shut him down, bruv. He had another power cut out of the blue when he's on the Minerals FC. I swear he only gets power cuts when he comes on here.
Someone says Eunice has been taken hostage. It's espionage.
Eunice is back, bruv. We thought we'd been taken, bruv, again. Power cut. Come on.
No. I don't know. Look, I literally, after making that point, I don't want to do it again but I hit the bottle down on the table and then I don't know what happened. It just exited. So, yeah.
We're sending a message. Right. The bottle jobs have shut Chelsea down. That's what the message is, bruv. You know what I'm saying?
God knows.
Fair play, bruv. Fair play. Let me quickly go on. Carry on. I was just going to read a few more just to keep cutting these down. Big up Rebel Rising. He says, would you take the gaffer job if they offer it? Yeah, of course I'd take the gaffer job, bro. That'd be a treat. I'd love to be in the dugout, bro. Fucking, I'll be screaming all over the gaff.
This is not Chelsea.
Yeah. Fucking sort it out, man. You're not playing to the standards that we demand at Chelsea. This is fucking Chelsea, bro. Yeah, man, I'd love it. I tell you what, I would get Secret Service in to block these clowns from entering the dressing room. I'll barricade the fucking doors.
Oh, man.
Right? I would close off their rat tunnels from the east stand all the way. From the west stand to the fucking east stand, bro. Yeah. I'll block them all off. I'll put sewage water down there so they can't get in, and we land it, bruv, 100%. Big up to Brian. He says Dino Wise is sleepy Joe Biden. Is that right?
I can't stand that guy, especially after what he said about Roman Abramovich as well. Can't stand him.
Yeah, I've got it here, but we'll say it anyway. He said he had a driven ambition to buy Chelsea because of his dislike for Roman. There you go. Sorry, I didn't even read that. Carwell's injury prone. I checked his record. The squad is rubbish. These are not elite youngsters. It's embarrassing. Fans will get Chelsea back. Facts. We will. And you're not wrong. Rebel says Mudryk is a bigger flop than Andrei Shevchenko. Shevchenko wasn't even a flop, bro. In terms of like the Roman era, you know,
yeah,
Roman wanted him. Do you know what I mean? Yeah, okay. He didn't, but he was just elite, bruv. I mean,
he scored some bangers.
Yeah,
he was a top player. He just didn't fit in.
He was an elite.
Yeah, he didn't fit in. Yeah, he's an elite player, wasn't he?
That was one of one of the Roman mistakes. If I'm going to be honest, like he was brought in without Jose even knowing. He
Yeah.
rocked up to the training ground, find Shevchenko there. Like,
Yeah. and not only that, when we bought Torres, we could have got Aguero, and we went for Torres. Well, Roman got Torres.
Torres, who had knee injections to try and camouflage the injury he had at Liverpool. Like, we got.
But he got the goal at Camp Nou. I don't give a shit.
Exactly. He paid that price tag.
Forever forgiven.
You know what I mean?
Forever
You had
forgiven.
Neville going, oh,
that was one of the best moments of my life.
Yeah, mate.
One of the best goals I've ever
Big
seen.
up Fernando Torres, man. Landed it, bruv. Big up Brian says, brown envelope paper aeroplanes. yeah. Johnny says, 2 home games back to back. We need to land it. As I said the other day, block the bus going into the stadium, both games, so the kickoff is delayed. Banners, flares, tennis balls on the pitch.
Super League 2.0.
Super League 2.0. And the thing is, it's got to be on a larger scale than the Super League, because this is fighting for our club itself.
Yeah.
Exactly.
You know, that there's a major difference protesting against corruption and a league that's going to kill football. Well, our club's being killed right now, and we need to save it. You know, we need to bring it back upon its knees. Do you know what I'm saying?
It's the whole charity starts at home sort of thing. This is where,
There's so much that needs to be done at this club, man. Just from top to bottom, owners, the directors, down to even what should, like, the smaller issues, which is compared to those two, which is the manager and the state of the squad. What are we going to do with this? This is another thing as well, is what are we actually going to do with this squad? Because let's say if we wanted to cut ties with them now and go down some kind of sensible direction and hire some elite experienced players that we need at Chelsea Football Club, how much loss are we going to make on these players? Who's going to be in their right mind to be paying 60, 70 million for Mudryk? No one's going to pay that.
Do you know, did you know, Gunny and Eunice, that Brentford bid, I think it was up 5 million for Mudryk before Arsenal and before Chelsea went in, or definitely before Arsenal. And then they bid 20 million when Arsenal was starting to talk. That wasn't enough. Then they saw Chelsea come in and Arsenal put up, 60s plus. They walked away, bruv. Why is Brentford looking at a Ukrainian player from Ukrainian league then? Because they know that they can develop them and make them into a good player and sell them for profit. Well, we're not even the model that they're copying. These clowns, they're not actually doing it. They're actually going out and spending and paying all the clubs that are doing it all the money, and we're just signing mid fucking players, bruv, for astronomical fees because they got a bit of Premier League experience, or they've won the World Cup. You know what I'm saying? In a fucking great team. And so it's got experience. It's got Lionel Messi, for crying out loud.
Exactly.
Even MacArthur was landing the minerals, bruv, for Liverpool. He looks a great player. They got him for 30-odd million or 38 million.
Yep. This is a very good comment here from John O'Red. We ain't even developing the players that we're buying.
This is true.
It's true, bro. It's true. Yeah.
They're all going to stagnate. They're all going to stay at the level that we bought them at. All of them. There's no one to lead the way. There's no one to show them. So
Caicedo, before he signed for Chelsea, my hero's N'Golo Kante. I've always wanted to play alongside Kante. What do? We sell Kante and we get Caicedo.
Yeah. Like Real Madrid, they bring in Camavinga and Tchouameni, and they keep Toni Kroos and Mudryk there, And even this season, Lee mentioned Mudryk was going to leave, as was Kroos, but Ancelotti said, no, I want you, even though I just need you for one more season. We're going to win titles.
One more.
We need you in the squad.
Kroos got offered an extension.
He got an extension, bruv, because it's all about winning. It's mentality. The Bayern Munich fans were screaming when they got knocked out of the poker, was it? Yeah. All right. And they said our season's over pretty much because we can't win the treble.
Yeah.
Right?
Yep.
Yeah. I mean, that's standards, mate. Yeah.
That's their levels. Yeah.
Tuchel's going to win the Champions League. You do know that, didn't you? I've got a feeling he's going to fucking do it. I'm sorry, man. Harry Kane up there. They got a chance.
I'll be happy for him.
Yeah,
of course. I'd want
I
it to
don't
happen.
want City or Arsenal winning
Exactly.
it. No.
I'd love if he did, and at the same time, it would just show to everyone because there's the same way people look at Jose and go, "No, he's finished, he's done." The same way people are looking at Tuchel now and going, "No, he's finished as well." Mate, if he does something in the Champions League and he comes away with that trophy, I'm going to look forward to seeing what the reaction is going to be.
And he'll give a nice middle finger up to the Bayern Munich bosses. You know what I'm saying? That want to disrespect him during the season.
Because it's done. He's leaving, isn't he? So
yeah.
Yep.
He's going to go United, Eunice, bruv.
I think so.
United. Yeah, he's going United. So. Yeah, I think it's done. I think it's done, personally. I did call it a little while ago. He's done. He's going United, mate. And I tell you what, it's going to be scary.
I wouldn't be shocked.
Because he's actually going to be able to build his own team.
Yep.
He's going to have Casemiro there. He's going to have Minnels Mount now. He's going to have that Hoyland player up front. They're going to get rid of players.
They'll give him the tools. Yeah,
they will.
He's going to have a good structure there. Definitely.
Yeah.
The new structure is going to work.
Because that's why do you think Jose wants to go there? He knows. Guys, all them behind the scenes in football, they know these guys. Everyone knows about them. So they're thinking, I've got less risk going there than I have going there, and I've got a better chance of winning there than going there. And that's what it's all about. All these gaffers want to win now. Because that's what they're used to at every club they've been at, with the pressure and the demands and the standards. Anyone going to Chelsea now, it's like, just tick it along. Just tick it along. We just need to bring in that money. Which bring us on to the season tickets that have been raised. Only £1. Shout out Dave. Love to him. Proper Chelsea. Put out a tweet. It's going to go up potentially by 20% from what he's heard. As I've said on previous streams, they want to increase the revenue from season ticket holders and memberships and corporate as a whole to generate the equivalent of a 60,000, 64,000 capacity stadium, keeping Stamford Bridge at the 40.3, I think it is, 1,000 capacity, right? And that means, because the Chelsea pitch owners are not going to move, and we own the name Chelsea Football Club, we own the pitch, we shall not be moved. Let's have it right up the Chelsea, but they can't relocate and they can't even rebuild at the bridge right now. And that they thought they'd get that over the line sooner than now, because they need to within the 10 years, because it takes 6 years to build it. Then go to Wembley, cash in all the money from the 94,000 capacity, which is what Levy did at Spurs. They've realised they can't do that. And I think personally, now, then they've got no interest in rebuilding. They found a loophole. This is what they are, loophole merchants. They found the loophole to generate the equivalent of the rebuilt stadium in what we got now. So what's the point in spending the 1.52 billion to rebuild a stadium when I can make the money now?
Exactly.
And bear in mind, this is season ticket holders.
Yeah.
This isn't even like members or, ticket prices if you try and get into the virtual waiting room. This is season ticket holders, which is the majority of the ground. But they're the ones that have been, many of them are the ones, they have recurring season tickets. They go every year. 20% increase. And as you said, Dave, only £1 has put, the club are intent on setting a 20% increase.
It's done.
Tottenham, 2 days ago, raised their prices by 6%. And Spurs fans are going mad. And even then, I've got to be honest. If it was put up by 5-6% or something, you could argue, right? It's in line with inflation. Makes sense. When you go and look at inflation, inflation is at 4%, right? And prior to that, it did hit its peak at 11%, right? For a short term, inflation got to that level. You could argue 20%. On top of the way that the cost of living crisis is going on,
exactly,
the struggles fans that go into the ground already have. But as you've said, these guys know that there'll be other people that will step in, buy these tickets, not a problem.
That's what it's about.
And they'll go and watch the games, and you'll get the atmosphere that dies even more, and you'll get them lot looking, as you said, with season ticket revenue coming in as if we had a 60,000 capacity stadium and a 40,000 one. So
you're not even, and this is the thing, is like you're not even being rewarded on the pitch.
That was like my last point. Even if Man City put their prices up by 20%, they'd be outraged. Let alone us. At least with City, you're getting creme de la creme. You're getting the best football. You know you're getting a standard. You're going to be watching something pretty incredible. You're going to get your money's worth. We're going to have fans accepting 20% increase to go and watch 10th, 11th. Again. Come on, man. It's an absolute farce. It's a disgrace. Absolute disgrace.
Because they want to force out the voices of Chelsea, the old school. They want to force out the heart and soul supporters who like the ones in the shed, the Matthew Harding Lower, Matthew Harding generally, the sheds, notorious, renowned for the life and soul of Chelsea Football Club, home, away, Europe, bruv. The rest around now, East Stand, West Stand, it's family orientated, it's corporate, it's suits and boots, it's commercial merchants, it's the prawn eating sandwich merchants now, and that's what they want at Chelsea. And they've noticed online, you've got a new generation of supporters that don't know what it was like, how we know Chelsea pre-Roman, during Roman. They probably just come in near the end. Not seen us win a Premier League title and all this jazz, seen a bit of trophies, and think, oh no, that's not what. Now Arsenal's doing well. Now Liverpool's up there. Now Man City are dominating. Why are we not like that? Oh, Roman's not that good. Directors ain't that good. The managers ain't that good. The players ain't that good, right? And that's pushed on socials because socials really powerful. You know what I'm saying? It's a platform that the media is the biggest manipulator in all genres, in all industries in the world. Without the media, you ain't got no power.
It's true.
Right? The season ticket holders, they want to get rid of. They will not be moved. And a lot of them, for the sake of it, will pay the money. But my, what's to come after that? Fuck me, you ain't ready. I don't think they're ready for it.
I'll be honest. I think if it's made official, it's not official yet. It's just only a pound's come and said that he's heard this, and it seems like the club are intent and they're going to do it.
It's going to happen.
If they do it, if they go ahead and they make it official and they release that statement telling fans prices have gone up 20%, it's kicking off. It has to. The way that I know Chelsea fans that attend the Bridge. You guys know the same. I don't have any doubt they'll kick off on that, man. They have to.
You're increasing it for us being shite. Yeah. You're increasing it. We're not in Europe. We're not competing. Yeah. We've finished. Argument's sake, I predicted at the start of the season we'll be lucky to get out of 10th. I said at best, you're getting 8th. But my prediction was 10th. Everyone laughed. Everyone's like, nah, no chance. We're going to get top 4. We're going to be competing. Right? No way, bruv. Yeah? We could be finishing 11th, 12th again. Because no matter if you win a game, then you draw, then you lose, you're not getting out of the rut you're in because everyone else is still doing their bits.
Accumulating points.
They're accumulating, bruv. So what are you paying them more money for? How can you justify increasing the season tickets?
Exactly.
How? Where's the justification? Oh, because of FFP, because we went and spent 1 billion recklessly with mid-directors and us playing sporting director, and we think we know what we're doing with the AI scouting. We're going to just increase the prices, and you're going to have to pay for it because we know you love Chelsea, and we're abusing all your love. That's what it is. Guys, smash the like button. What's going on? We've had over 500, almost 600 people in here. What have we got in likes? Get the likes up, mate. Yeah, smash the like button, hit the subscribe button, and all that, and make sure you do that at Eunice's channel and Goonies as well. You know what I'm saying? We're landing minerals here.
It's ridiculous. And then, I don't understand how it's not going through their minds that if you're winning on the pitch, you're gonna make revenue anyway. How does this help? You're getting Champions League positions, you get money for that. You win the Champions League, you get money for that. You win the Premier League, you get money for that. You win an FA Cup and all these competitions, you get money for that.
It's harder.
You attract top players, you get money for the shirts, all of that kind of stuff.
Did you know, Gunny? Because I know Eunice, because I told Eunice. Did you know that if you finish 1st to 6th, you get 157 million from the Premier League? Obviously, the winner of the Premier League gets more money, right? I think they get up to 200 or something like that. All right. Anywhere between 7th all the way down to what's relevant to us, 12th, right? They get 140 million, bruv.
Oh, mate.
So
there's no incentive.
There's no incentive for them.
There's no incentive. Exactly.
They're happy to sit where they are.
For them, the quick buck, which is going to come during their tenure, is going to be by flipping. Simple. That's going to be the way. Instead of actually trying to build a winning team, which is going to take time. It's going to take investment.
Yeah.
It's going to take what we were able to do under Roman. They're not going to do that because they've come in with the incentive from day one. It seems now pretty obvious that we're here for money. And we're here to try and profit ASAP and turn this club into a fairly stable, or as they want to say, sustainable money-making machine. And even if it means that they end up in a profit, that's the most important thing. As long as they're getting a return on their investment, that's the most important thing. It doesn't have to be massive profits like it would be if you were winning these competitions and you were doing things right on the financial side. But that takes a lot of work and effort and investment and doing things right. And there's a risk because you're competing against the best and you might not actually get it done. That's what it takes to win. But if you're able to just go over and get a little bit of profit and keep that sustainably for the next decade, they're going to end up with a very nice return by the end of the decade, especially with a new stadium, which has gone a bit left. But
who was the most profitable Eunice and Gunny? What was the figures this come out have been released, bro? What club was the most profitable?
I think that's obvious, isn't it?
Old Spursy. What Spursy won?
Exactly.
It doesn't matter about winning.
They've got a stadium that hosts concerts,
financially. Yeah,
NFL matches and all that now. That's their
that's the only thing that these clowns. Well, they probably will. They've got the Hilton bed that they're going to collaborate with OnlyFans in our. We're going to call it the bed end. Yeah, the bed end at Chelsea. You've got Argyle and Hollywood being promoted during our fucking game in the dugout. All right, and in press releases. You got all this Chinese New Year pantomime shows that done my eardrums literally at half time, up and down. What is this pantomime going on at Chelsea? It's just shocking, bruv. Honestly, it's embarrassing. Absolutely embarrassing.
There's a time and a place for certain things. Yeah. It's not going to be a halftime show at Chelsea Football Club. Do you know what I mean? And at the same time, when you look at the commercial revenue that was made, the Chelsea numbers have come out, right? So you look at the commercial revenue, we're actually up. It's no surprise. It's no surprise.
But that's their aim, innit? That's what they want.
That's their aim. That's their aim. It's actually quite a big jump. I think they got to, what was it? I forgot what number it was, but then they got to, I think, 210 million or something like that they managed to make in terms of commercial revenue, I think. Don't quote me. I think it's around there. But they had a big jump in terms of commercial revenue. Not a surprise. And we're still in a 90 million loss. So they're going to do anything to get money through the door. Anything.
100%. But listen, is there anything else we want to land right now? Guys, get the likes up because it's embarrassing, bro. I quickly land these few that I've got. I think I read that one. Yeah. Jermaine Raff, big up to you. He says maybe if we get Slosh Put Wet to open legs, the Clouds will park their bags and leave ASAP. Amin says Poch is an elite gaffer. Poching forever up Chelsea. You're wrong and you're wind up. Let's have it right. Donny says, Eunice, what happened a year ago? You, Matisse, and that stupid Australian would make fun of Johnny, and now you're on his show. Welcome back to reality. Listen, let Eunice answer, but let's not be too disrespectful on where you're from. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. I was going to focus on that. Like, it's funny if you actually go and look at what Miz is saying now as well. You'll notice he's on the exact same wavelength. So, no, look. The end of the day, at that time especially, and I've said it on here before. First couple of streams I showed up on it is. As a fan, it's not surprising to try and back everything that you see when you haven't got enough time to know what might come later. It's easy to just go, all right, let's go with it. Let's back and let's see where it's going to take us. But that doesn't mean that once you notice things are going wrong, that I'm just going to pretend I'm blind and just think everything's okay. That's not me. If I notice that something's going wrong, I'm going to address it. If I notice that my opinion from before was wrong, I'm going to correct it. I'm not going to go down the path of, you know what, screw it. I'm going to die on this sword just for the sake of it because, well, I don't want to be wrong. Everyone's wrong. We're all humans. At the end of the day, it's as long as you take on board what the lesson is, you take on board what is the right thing to do. And at this case, it's the stake of our club. Like, the club comes first. This is not about me. This is about CFC. This is about the club that we followed since we were kids. Do you know what I mean? That's the most important thing. I've noticed everyone has their moment. This is why I've said I think eventually it's going to come to a point where there should be much more people jumping on. But everyone's going to have their moment. I had mine and I realized, you know what, this isn't looking good. So I'm not going to turn away and pretend it's not happening, which is why now I'm saying what I'm saying. And funnily enough, there's the opposite of that sort of comment now coming in going, Eunice needs to stop. This is too much. Like, no. Yeah. Now it's pretty clear. It's obvious where this club's heading. Let's not pretend this isn't the reality. This is the reality. So we're just not going to lay back and just let it happen. Something needs to be done. So, like I said, everyone has their moment. I had mine for sure. And yeah, once you realize you gotta do what's necessary. You got to do what's got to be done. So,
and it takes a man and a humble man to change, to realize, to, you know what I'm saying, and do it quick as possible when you realize, because our club is in the gutter, and exactly. Everyone's got to respect Eunice for that, and respect Gunny for that as well, and people that are starting to realise what condition we're in. Maybe it's gone on too long. Let's have it right. It has gone on too long, but everyone's starting to be on the right page. The supporters are on the right page. The ones that go to games, a lot of them are. So that's what we need, and we need to continue that positive. That's what we've got to be positive about, is uniting together, all right, and fighting for our football club. That's the positive. That people been coming at Eunice, especially. Everyone's been coming at me for God knows how long. Let's have it right. But I don't give a shit. You know, I stand up for what's right. And when you stand up for what's right and what is the truth, it shouldn't affect you if people are saying you're this, you're that, you're toxic, you're negative. Because at the end of the day, it will always come to fruition. And now it is. People will respect you for it because they realise, do you know what? He's not in it for clicks. He's not in it just he's making money off the club. No, it's none of those things. It's there because we love our club. You know, I'm sure Gunny, you haven't even been on stream for God knows that people writing in the chat. We haven't seen Gunny. He's you know, maybe too upset to fucking stream nowadays.
Well, it was, bro, I took some time off. Well, the first main reason was work. I actually do 4 days a week where I do 12-hour shifts. So it's killer doing that. But then at the same time I got tired coming on the screens and just basically just just shouting and ranting about Chelsea. But it's the thing is, that's how I feel. Like this disappointment, this show, this is what it just started coming down to when I got tired of it. I got tired of repeating myself. It got to a point, and you guys understand this. There's a period, and we're probably still in this period, where you could have a script from what you said 2 weeks ago, and it will still apply today. Or last season, it will still apply today. Just what we're seeing is not good enough. And it's like I said earlier in the show, bruv, I come from a generation of Chelsea where everything from top to bottom was elite. I was looking forward to watching Match of the Day. I was looking forward to them times where whatever team came to Stamford Bridge, I knew we're not losing. Fortress, we're winning this. I come from a time where when everybody's on 0 points, we got a great chance of winning the Premier League. This is the year we're going to go for the Champions League. All of that, going toe-to-toe with the best of them. This elite Barcelona team that we saw with your Messi, Xavi, all of that. Do you know?
They feared us.
Do you know? Exactly. And do you know some of those players, and this is actual fact, hated Chelsea more than they hated Real Madrid.
Messi was one of them.
Yeah.
Messi said it himself.
So imagine, you guys know what it's like. We come from that. And remember, we're not 17, 15, 16. It's in our memories. We remember it as adults. So for us to be coming into this, it just kills me, bro. It kills me. So sometimes it got to a point where I was like, I don't even want to record. I don't even want to talk because I'm just down. I'm just, when it comes to the club, when it comes to the escapism that I have, the me time that I have, which is me and football, away from work, away from family and all this kind of stuff, because everybody needs a bit of their own space. Chelsea's something that we all love to do in our own time. Now that's been destroyed before our very eyes.
Yeah.
That's what it's come down to.
There's no escapism no more with football for us. Like it's fucking, the only thing you can enjoy now, especially when we go to games, is meeting people, having a drink, having some food, going to the game. I mean, that's about fucking it right now.
That's it.
Yep.
The actual watching the game, the chanting's dead. There's no buzz, there's no belief, there's no unity. It's all dejection, And the only thing that I get a buzz now and unified with is when I hear Roman chants and we chant Roman and we land it. That's because there's something I feel like we're fighting for something now.
Yeah.
We're not fighting on the pitch, we're fighting for our club. And that makes it more relevant and more important. Every time you turn up for a football match, that's the priority right now. Because nothing's going to be solved on the pitch right now. Nothing. It's what's dictating that needs to be sorted out first before the pitch and the results and the team itself has had the surgery. It needs more surgery than what it's already had. That's been the surgery that almost basically has killed us, and that's the reality, bruv. And it's gut wrenching, honestly. How many times can I fucking lose my mind? I do. I get rattled 24/7.
Yep.
I can't talk about Chelsea without getting rattled now. Every time I'm sitting with Lee there, reading that Jose Mourinho quote, and I'm gone. I'm gone, bruv. Like that, 0 to 100, bruv. Because it's just disgusting. It's disgraceful.
Exactly. It's a realization when you start seeing people like Jose himself, but that's a reflection of everyone on the outside, because Jose's on the outside as well. But everyone on the outside can see what Chelsea Football Club is now. You look at all these rival fans, everyone can see it. It's just we have conflicts amongst ourselves for some odd reason. Everyone else sees it the same. Everyone's going, you lot are finished. You lot are in the mud. That's the most important thing. And why it hurts is because it's been done voluntary.
Exactly.
Voluntarily, this has been done. This isn't a case of we're in a situation where we have to. This isn't the early 90s, save the bridge. We ain't got a choice. This is tough. This is what we got. We got to deal with it. if it was that, trust me, you get the whole fan base behind because they want the club to remain and to survive. This isn't that. This has all been done voluntarily. It's all been done out of choice. It's the worst choice that we could have had, honestly.
Premeditated.
Completely.
They knew what model they were implementing from day one.
They did, yeah.
They didn't give a shit about directors. They didn't give a shit about footballing terms. All they gave a shit about was, this is what we do in America, and we're going to do it in the UK. And we're going to use Chelsea because it's already an established institution. It's already world renowned. We're going to milk that and use that and play with it and trial and error on this football club. That's what they've gone and done.
Look, let's use their lingo. Let's use their language. What is Chelsea for them? An asset. It's nothing more than an asset. That's it. It's an asset. That's their language. Feliciano said that word. Igbalia said that word. I'm not sure if Todd probably has. I wouldn't be shocked. But it's an asset.
Yeah,
that's it.
It's CLOWNLAKE out. They can. It's just simple. And I'm looking forward to Monday. I'll tell you that now. But listen, guys, I'll wrap up with a few of these super minerals. Red Nax Ella says, land it. We've landed down minerals. Brian says, Minerals FC, baby. Minerals Generals. Johnny, Eunice, Miz are my Goombas. Up the Chelsea forever. Water under the bridge. Chelsea FC forever. Facts. Up the Chelsea, up the Minerals, New York Blues, long live Chelsea Old Boys. Big up to Samuel. He says, I've been subscribed to all 3 of your channels and love watching you guys as an American fan of football. Big up and keep fighting the good fight. And this, my gender as well, it's not because they're American. It's got nothing to do with that. But what they are doing is what I have every reason to be against. You can still be from American owner and run it properly, but I have to ask the question:
Liverpool.
What ownership? Well, yeah, I mean they're probably the best at a bunch. But they even had FSG protests, bruv. They're the plane before the start of the season. So I don't want to hear to fix up, right? Yep. So what club and what supporters have you heard praising an American ownership? I want someone to tell me.
Exactly.
There ain't one. And I think we'll leave it on that. Guys, I want you to tell everyone in the chat what you got coming up. So, Gunny, have you got anything coming up, my geezer?
Yeah, so this weekend, obviously, I'll be talking about the Newcastle game. I might be featuring on 1 or 2 channels this weekend. But if you do see me on those channels, you definitely know what time it is. I'm not taking my foot off the gas when it comes to this Chelsea thing. Do you know what I mean? And yeah, Man Knows Football's the channel. But most importantly, Johnny, keep inviting me on, bro, because I'm fully invested in this. This is the only reason why I came back is because it's not about me. It's about the club. It's about that badge, and it's about fighting for it. We had a voice. We were fortunate enough to have a voice to speak when we was winning and doing good things at the club. Now it's the time where we have to speak up about real things, and we've got to do anything possible to get this club back to where it once was. That's why I'm back here.
Respect, fair play, my geezer, and we'll continue to land it. Eunice, my geezer, what you got?
So obviously going into tomorrow, see what the updates are. Preview for Chelsea Newcastle will be up on Sunday because we're playing on Monday, obviously, and then there'll be a watch along. We'll go through the motions and see what happens, and yeah, we'll see what the ramifications are. So that's basically it.
Respect. So guys, make sure you do tap into Eunice and Man Knows Football Goonies channel. Support and keep eyes on. I want all the ultras to keep eyes on them. Make sure they are speaking the truth continuously, bruv. Like they don't go swaying like the equity merchants, bruv. Let's have it right. And keep them on track, bruv. Respect to. He says you 3 should have a regular show called Clown Lakers. Yeah, Oh man, we ain't. Well, yeah, they are Clown Lakers. That's not a bad shout, bro. But respect to everyone. As always, guys, you know what time it is, and we will not tolerate it. We continue to push the true narrative. The circus continues, but we can end the circus and gut it all down. Let's have it right. So, love to everyone. Stay well. Keep down the minerals. And I'll see what happens with myself on my show, whether we do one tomorrow. I don't know what day it is. Tomorrow's Saturday, Sunday and Monday we've got the game. So respect to everyone. As always, smash the like button, hit the subscribe button. Make sure you put all your comments down below. The comments are important. The likes are important because it pushes out the channel and the video and the content, which is the most important thing, is to push it out. So love to everyone. Let's have it right. Up the Chelsea, up the Minerals FC. Let's go.